Greetings and salutations and welcome back. So I was playing around with Alpha 10 and all the new stuff they put in there. They have new doorway blocks. They have new, blocks with holes in them. They also have new doors. These are armored doors. These side doors. These glass doors. Double doors. And these doors that look like it's out of the movie Alien or Aliens. So, I suspect someone's going to recreate that movie soon. But they gave people what they wanted indoors, including me. Well, technically I asked for doors, different door types for the hover vehicle and small vessel. Oh well, next update I guess. But they also have different antenna designs. And I have said I'd like to see antennas have a more function to them. And even the designs themselves say, this device is not functional yet. But with these new designs, I'm kind of at a loss. At best, what I can figure is maybe an upgrade. You take out your multi-tool, you go to the upgrade button, and this one with the prongs looks like the orange antenna from the last episode. So you upgrade to this, and you can call in capital ships, other friendly forces. And this one looks like the lightning rod idea I had. So maybe upgrade it and can protect it against other things, like maybe solar flares. Add solar flares in the game, and solar flares will disrupt the electronics shields, so you need to upgrade the lightning rod, and it can collect energy better. Now as for the taller antenna, possibly the tallest single structure in the game, I don't know. At best, maybe it can help in long-range communications, or that artillery command idea, where the base talks to space stations, CVs, friendly CVs or space stations, and hits enemy targets. That's the best I can do. But its height does help in today's episode, which is block building, base building, and we're going to begin with the base starter. Now, I would like to see several different types of bases, two being sea or water, one being buoyant, so you can build a surface base, another being under the water, so you can build an underwater base, and then to have two more versions of the base starter. Now the base starter should be restricted. This is what you start out with. It should be 50 blocks away from the core. No grow plots, no artillery, maybe sentry turrets, but it's only to help you build your hover vessel and the next level, which is an outpost. Now it can have a repair bay and a new block I've dubbed the build bay. Now for the build bay, instead of having this console, you need this as a more physical version of the workshop. You can stand behind a console like this, and maybe have a visor you need to build, a 3D visor. And in the corner of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically 1 through 9, or technically 10, there are blocks with infinity symbols, and you go through the different types of material, what you need. You build out your hover vehicle when you get the materials, and then you just sit back and watch it get built with your own eyes. Now when you're finally ready to go up to the next level, that's called an outpost. The outpost should be 100 blocks away from the core, again restricted. It can have any weapon except artillery, like the small vessel, and can build small vessels. Let's see. I was trying to make... no. Hold on. I had something... I was trying to make a point about something else, but I forgot what it was. Outposts can also build drones. Now, with drones, they can build your primary base. And you can build a primary base like this, with a hologram version of your outside base. Or if you're building on the side of a hill, and if you remember this screen I used for logistics, redesignate it as build, and if you have a hill or a mountain, you make out your base, the drones go out, hollow it out, and build your base. Oh, restrictions. Yes. Solar panels. For a small base and outpost, small bases should have only 5 solar panels, and with my pressure plate idea, maybe 10. Outposts can have 10 solar panels and 15 pressure plates. And as for lightning rods, if it's upgraded, you can only have 1 upgrade, because that's all you'll need. and maybe 10 lightning rods, because I do like limits in games, but at the same time, I find it frustrating. So anyways, outposts can build small vessels, but also help build your primary base. And that is the normal base. It can be built 250 blocks away from the core. And outposts and small bases can sync up. Now, for those who don't play, what that means is when you build two bases near each other, and you try to make one massive base, the blocks will go through each other. I think there's a real reason for this. It has something to do with the servers. I'm not really sure. So I understand why you can't do that. But people asked for bases to sync up, and it would be a nice update. But there is a limit. Two primary large bases cannot sync up, but however they can have auxiliary of 4 small bases and 8 outposts. This is again to cover north, south, east, and west, and in the case of the outpost, southeast, northwest, and so on. And these are only for auxiliary purposes. So extra, even though they both can't have artillery, extra defense with plasma, sentry turrets, maybe extra power, or have extra repair bays, as in bases you can only build 1. So basically, a production facility, kind of like Henry Ford's automotive kind of thing back in the early 20th century. Kind of lost what I was going to say. But primary large bases can build small capital ships, up to 50 meters long. And this is to help build in the final base of a star base. Star bases, same deal, 250 blocks from the core. And everything can be doubled. 8 artillery, maybe 4 repair bays, and full-length capital ships. Moving on, star bases and large bases. I don't like that idea. Okay, outposts up to star bases can also cut their own blocks. Now, in the game, blocks, like I've demonstrated here, have this weird, there you go, I think it's called the ghosting effect, because they just hover there. And that's something a lot of people, including me, would like to see go. But I thought maybe instead allow the player to make their own block. This way Leon would be saved a lot of grief while trying to think of block designs. And make block designs anyways every so often, just to give inspiration too. But the player is allowed to make their own block, and can only be 8 blocks high, like this antenna, and 3 by 3 maximum, like this antenna. Maybe you can add a stairwell, something you can get up inside of. And this is more personal than all the other items on this wish list. I've been trying to make a fortification for a while that requires a type of tower. It's based off a historic fort, but the game is limited in that. Now, in addition, you can also cut your own glass and decide what angle you want the glass, because that was kind of the issue with THC. When I was trying to build, I wanted a certain length of glass, but it was only a certain angle. So allow the player to choose the angle and what kind of glass they want cut. Maybe have a straighter version, a straight line version of the corner glass or the bubble glass. Maybe the player wants a 3-panel glass and up to a 3 by 3 9-panel total. And also the same for my transparent solar panel idea, a 3 by 3 angle, choose the cut. So that's it. That's about it for my wish list. I can't think of really anything else. Some people have asked for flamethrowers. I just don't know how that will function, because some planets aren't temperate to humans, flame, fire, and what if you're on a no atmosphere, then what's the point? But no, I'll move away, yeah, I was going to say I was going to move away from Empyrion, but that's it for my wish list project. Wow, it's done. Thanks for staying with me. My next Empyrion project is the story of 8584, because I'm trying to get these designs I have on the workshop, but they're not downloading. And I looked around, and possibly because I have to reinstall the game, but there's a slight issue with losing your designs. That could happen, so I'm going to do a short series of Chapter 1, reinstall the game. I'm going to look around for another game to play, but that's about it for today. So thank you, and good day or night to wherever you may be, and I am signing out.